Welcome back, Typhus here with another episode of the Final Fantasy III Randomizer. We've cleared the invincible airship jumping maze and now we're entering into the Cavern of the Darkness, which has got something. So this dude's come from Fargabad to improve his skills. The monsters here cannot be killed with normal swords. Well, I'm pretty sure they can be, you just have to slap them enough times. They just split in two. So, of course. A Deathclaw, eh? This has got to be the first instance of this iconic enemy. So we're just going to do the usual attack everyone. And we get first strike. Nice. So still using the bow. And wow, he did survive that massive amount of hits. So the enemies have definitely got a bump up in their HPs here, that's for sure. Oh, we got knight's armor. Well, that's just going to be sold off. I see a little treasure. Yes. Devil's Sight. Well, that was rubbish. Whoa. Very, very red. So it's been a little while since I've actually played this. So I've actually forgotten what the heck we're supposed to be collecting. Oh. Seems I was not experienced enough to... Oh, we got a Katetsu. I wonder if that's a guaranteed Katetsu. Because it would make sense that he gives you an item that is effective against the monsters in here. And the Katetsu being a Mystic Knight, Dark Knight weapon is effective. Oh, fun. He split straight away. But yes, as I was saying before, been a little while since I've played this, so I've forgotten what we're supposed to be collecting here. I think we're collecting one of the fangs or something. Something to do with Dorgo or Une. They sent us on a fetch quest. It's the usual, retrieve X item to unlock the next cave, etc. I know we are getting towards the end of the game. We've got one more seal to break before we can get into the final dungeon. Oh, I remember these ones. These ones were from the previous dungeon. That's nice to see them reuse. Alright, onwards into darkness. There's that sneaky bit of wall. Oh, erase. Not that anyone's probably going to be able to use it. This is going to be bloody hidden maze map, isn't it? Alright, one quick little bit of Googling to get some maps up so I don't run around because I cannot avoid encounters in here. No encounter none in this randomizer, which is a shame. Hopefully they do an update to the randomizer at some point that can include some encounter reduction facility. I don't know if they'd be able to have it toggleable during mid-game, for the NES version at least. Or maybe someone will get around to doing a randomizer for the Pixel Remaster version. Because at least when I started this, there was nothing for the Pixel Remaster. I guess FF3 compared to 4, 5 and 6 is just not as popular. And 1 is also hugely popular as well. So there's a hidden route up here, where we go down. We actually want to go down here. I'm not focusing on the treasures because I'm pretty well geared. Okay, so we're now down onto our third floor to the immediate encounter. As I was saying, the encounter rate in this game is very high. And just also looking at the map, because the maps have the treasures listed, the Katetsu that I picked up right at the beginning is a guaranteed Katetsu. So that one, because it's not a treasure chest, maybe that doesn't get counted in the randomizer pool of items. And maybe it's also there as just a sort of nicety, sort of a protection for this particular dungeon, which is, I think, is one of the more infamous dungeons for this game. So we can ignore that little side section there. That just leads to a very long and winding path to get to an item. Very hard to tell there, but it is a picador. And this is the correct door. So now we're getting into the further, deeper layers. Ooh, new colour palette. I like this colour palette much better for these enemies. That looks actually quite cool. More picadors. And roots around. Alright, now we have more of a squiggly path. This dungeon's theme is definitely the hidden pathways. The Illumina book. And it's going to go into the trash can because books in this game are pretty rubbish. Well, they're not super useful, at least at this point in the game now. If you are, for some reason, using a scholar, and I guess maybe if you are using the high tier mage, they could be worthwhile. I think they are supposed to buff the offensive magic according to what elemental they are. But given that I don't even have anyone who can use some magics yet, it's sort of redundant. And then, are they even going to be able to equip the item? So continuing on downwards. Where do we need to go? All the way down here. This one's slightly more straightforward, I guess. There is another treasure chest on here that I am not going to bother going out of the way for. This is not a particularly good ambush at all. Ooh, okay. Right, I don't have escape on anyone, which is bad. You're the most likely to die. Oh, good lord, they're too paralyzed as well. Lovely. We'll see how this goes. Okay, they have split into 2 additional enemies. Very much not what I'm looking forward to here. Maybe I should have put Clive in the front row. Then he can deal full damage and potentially one-shot these. But then I have to remember to put them back. Oh, lovely, paralyzed. Cool, cool. Wow, these things have got a really high power chance. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Put you in the row. Okay, you aren't... I thought you were still paralyzed. Now I have to get them all rowed so they actually can do some damage before I try and kill them off. Okay, now you are paralyzed. Please don't die on me. Okay, that is very, very, very dangerous looking. Okay. Kefka can't even do anything, so he can't even defend. Not that he has the access to that ability. And, okay, not quite dead. This is a really, really bad, very, very bad ambush. Especially since there's 3 things that will split themselves. And there's another split. Okay, sure. Kruger can survive a couple of hits. Not anymore, he can't. And he's paralyzed, so there's a healing gone. Okay, he's dead. Not great. He's dead. Also not great. Okay, one more dead. Just stop with the paralysis. I should be good to kill them, everything off with these 2, hopefully. Just stop splitting. This is, not, yeah. This is the absolute worst possible ambush. Whoa. Oh boy. Okay, we're down to 2. 1 hit, that's fine. There's the split, so we're back to 3. Provided nothing goes horrendously wrong, we should be able to get them down in this 2 rounds, but nope, back to paralysis. Okay. You know what? I can buy elixirs. I just need you to not die. Oh man, splitting again. You know, these aren't the boss. But this is just how bad the split enemies are. Okay. Fuck. I didn't even realize what I hit. Stop splitting! I can't AoE attack you! Okay, elixir, just to make sure that you stay alive. Clive! I know I do have the Phoenix down, so I could revive the other two dudes. Paralyze. No, don't paralyze both of us. And split again. Holy crap, dudes. No. Okay. Still hits. Still hits. Please don't paralyze. Oh, because they were both paralyzed at the end of the round. They both... Yeah. Right, I am spending a lot more money on elixirs. He's dead. As I'm dead. This is going to be a game over wipe, and I'm going to have to redo the entire dungeon. At the moment, it's just... Okay. Run. Nope, and there's him dead. Alright. Back to approximately, I think, where we were before we encountered that god-awful back attack, where everything just spiraled dramatically out of... okay, there's another back attack. Oh well, at least this one has slightly easier enemies, and I have also saved in this dungeon. Okay, immediately move forward. Heal, and these scoots, as far as I'm aware, do not paralyze. Which is a massive, massive help. When you have so many people who are getting paralyzed all the time. Not fun. Okay, and there's only 3 of you, and I don't think you're as obnoxious with your splits as the other guys were. So... here's hoping this does not spiral out of control. But yeah, splitting enemies, dangerous. Splitting enemies on an ambush, even more dangerous. I don't mind if they get the first strike, which can happen if it's not a back attack. But yes, it's looking much better so far. Even just in the general run that I had way better luck in my fights. I don't think I actually had to heal any of my guys in any of the fights, unlike the previous one where I did have to use the cure spell every so often. And that ambush is gone. Whew. Okay, no more encounters for this floor? Yay! One more floor to go. Now again, the picadors in the blind passageways in this place. Where you can't even tell that there's a passageway when you're in it. At least, I believe from 4 onwards, if you are in a secret passageway, you do actually get at least some sort of a visual hint that you are in one. And we just have to go through the water section just for a little bit more, and more encounters. Man, this encounter rate in the old games were just brutal. And finally, here we're going to have our object, which is obviously going to have a boss. Now we can take the Earth Fang. Who dares break the seal which has lasted so long? We have Hecaton, who is really not looking all that healthy. Well, the usual of hit him with physical attacks and hope he doesn't hit us too hard. Because there's not much else that we can do with out magics. Or out effective offensive magics. Or even defensive. There's no protects and shells that we have access to. So it's just hope that DPS can win. But yes, that colour palette change on him has not really been kind to him there. The chest armor looks pretty decent with the purples and oranges. Holy macaroni, that is a lot of damage. That must have been almost max hit there. Alright. Okay, you can hit hard. Because that was on full HP. So I guess, gotta make sure everyone's fairly high HP. Seth does have the lowest HP out of everyone, so he is potentially the most vulnerable, but he does have half decent defense. He doesn't have the best defense. He's not as tanky as Clive is, because he doesn't have the crystal gear. And Hecaton could have also just rolled lucky on the number of hits there. I didn't see how many hits he actually got in. But that's fine, he is dead anyway. Full capacity, bunch of XP, skills up, and we got the Earth Fang. Now back to Dorga's house. Dorga and Un are waiting. Not having the ability to warp out sucks. But we can just use the save and exit trick. Alright, we are back on the overworld map. Destroying the last few statues that are in our pathway. Now we've got to go back onto our airship. Take off. We can get through here without getting burned and crisp by, I assume, laser shooting statues. Either way, they block us, and this is where we are supposed to be headed. And again, lovely airship enemy encounters. Just because this game decides that, you know, we haven't had enough random encounters. Gotta have a few more in there. Just to make sure that, you know, you're getting your XP. So now I believe we can get into this area. Which is going to be... I'm going to assume it's going to be guarded by a boss. Just a feeling. Earth Crystal. It's the Earth Crystal. Under order of Sir Zande, I shall bury you in the darkness. Alright, so we've got some dust swirls who are going to become Titan. Who looks exactly like Hecaton that we just fought. Except a little bit of a palette swap to him. He's not quite the inverse of his colours. So presumably it's going to run pretty much where the Hecaton fight went. I think we leveled up a bit in between. He's defensive there. I'll give him that. I don't have any magics to throw at you. Okay, he is significantly defensive. Alright, so he is not just a clone. I don't think Hecaton had access to Flare, and that is a pretty nasty spell. Also, holy crap, his defense is like way higher. I guess it's going to be foreshadowing for the rest of the bosses. And smack them more. Given that, what was it, Seth was doing like a couple of thousand. Okay, just keep hitting Kefka. That's fine. I mean, if he dies, it's no huge loss. He's not my main damage dealer. Wow, that was pistol damage compared to what Kefka was getting. I guess Kucha's got way better magic defense on his armor. I would not be surprised. Flare's non-elemental, so it shouldn't be able to be absorbed after anything. Alright, everyone's got just enough HP, I think, to survive. A hit. Only 200 damage, ow. 500, that's much better. And yep, 600 from 6 hits, so it's only he's only doing 100 a hit, roughly. Hey, and there's a few bow shots. So I do wonder if he is resistant to the bladed weapons for some reason. Because the harp is still doing pretty good damage. And that is even factoring in, like the hit counts that we're getting. Yep. But as long as I keep my HP up out of one-shot range, I think we're going to be good. So is he just spamming his magics? That's all he seems to do. Nice, good hit. Decent hit. And he's dead. Okay, not too bad. But the bosses are being able to dish out quite a bit more damage now. Oh, got heal. That's could be useful. And light warriors. One called Xande is abusing my power to plunge the world into darkness. Take the power which lies within me and rid this world of the dark cloud. And that's the first mention of the final boss. Receive jobs from the Earth Crystal. And we get... Oh, the Silex Tower was built by concentrating the power of light. Xande is trying to summon the Dark Crystal there using our power. Light warriors, go to the Silex Tower and stop the Demon King Xande. Well, we have 2 Silex keys actually. So we'll just alright, so we should be able to make our way through that accursed crystal maze. Shame our airship can't bunny hop over the maze. So I think we can progress in this dungeon. Oh, Iron Claws again. We had you in the last dungeon. But there's now 3 of you. So slightly more dangerous formation. Still get one shot by Clive, that's good. Very much get one shot by Sephiroth. And the other 2, Kuja and Kefka, are not really going to be able to do much more on you. In preparation for this dungeon, I have also purchased every single elixir that I possibly can from the shop. And I still have more than enough money for the secret shop that is in the Silex Tower. I presume that I can get to it. Given how much the enemies are giving for XP here. Oh wow, that is definitely an impressive enemy. It's huge. It's the size of a boss. But it's just a random encounter here. And Thanatos. I think this is supposed to be a Dorahan. I wonder if this counts as like a mini-boss sort of thing. But it's not quite. Just maybe slightly tankier normal enemy. So there is a mini dungeon, essentially. The crystal maze that we have to get through before we can get to the Silex Tower. I can't remember if there is another story progress check. Because we have the Silex key, I don't know if we can skip the check or not. We will find out. I'm going to assume that both routes are identical. Okay, a protect ring is nice. And I was just wondering about the whole save and exit strategy. Loki's harp. Okay, that will have to get trashed. I'm assuming 3-part, that's also going to get trashed. I'm going to assume that it will be whichever entrance you enter from last is going to be where you get warped to if you do the save and exit trick. I've also realised that I got a bunch of new jobs from that job crystal, so there should be a bunch more stuff that I can access. Bone dragons. These look a little different to the last time I saw them 2 dungeons ago. Oh, nice Genji gauntlet. That is going to go straight on to Sephiroth, because he can equip that. Extra 10 defense, lovely. It's one of the few armor slot items that he can equip. Okay, so this is just going to be treasures here. Alright, well, at some point my recording stopped there, whilst we were in the Ancient's Maze, but we have made our way out of it. And now we are up to the final dungeon, the Crystal Tower. Hopefully I can go through it. I have the Silex key. I should be able to get through it. And I will be checking out what the new jobs that I got from the final Earth Crystal are. Hopefully there's ones that can actually use some offensive magic in there, so I can actually do some black magey stuff. But until next time, this is Type This Out, and have a good day, guys. Bye.